Okay, so what is it about Charlie that is different and more aligned with you and just suited for you than your exes in your life? And you met him and your ex-husband so young, but just what is it about him that is different than other people?
I've never met a man like Charlie. And I think everybody that knew him would say the same thing. He was a very unusual person. He had a deep spiritual, he was a seeker. Even from the time he was a little kid, he really was. But he was always looking just for peace. That's what he wanted, just peace. And he brought spirituality into my life. He showed me a world that I never could have imagined me being a part of. Because before that, everything was external because there wasn't any love, you know? But he was not only one of the kindest people I've ever met, he walked the walk. He didn't, these days everybody's spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
This was the real deal. This was the real deal. He loved people. He was so non-judgmental. I mean, in a way it was a pain in the ass because then I always knew what a bitch I was, but no, because you see yourself when you're with somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying he was a perfect person, but he was an amazing man. And he was always so interested in people. He was the best listener I've ever seen. And he had this, it was just his calling to heal. The man was a grief counselor. That was his choice of charity work. That says a lot about a person to be able to do that, and I just adored him. I almost wish I didn't love him so much. Would have been easier in a way, but he was spectacular. He really was.
So
this world needs the Charlie Kesslers in it, let me tell you.
You said that he sought peace. Like, being around him, was he like this peaceful presence?
Yes, he's very calm. He always resided in gratitude. That's a huge lesson to learn, to always be that way. And it's not that he didn't have worries sometimes or concerns, but I remember when this whole thing started with Trump running, because Charlie was still alive, and I remember him saying these few things to me. First he said, "Oh honey, don't worry your pretty head about that. That's never going to happen." But what he said is, the most important thing for us is to focus on our life each day with gratitude. We